All right, today I'm going to show you how to use OxiClean Revive to whiten white clothes. This is OxiClean Revive, White Revive, and says that it's safe on colors and is chlorine-free. Well, I can't speak that well today, but right here it says it's 40% more whitening power than chlorine bleach per load. Why can't I speak today? I don't know. But anyway, I have a really soiled white shirt right here. You see right here, it is very soiled. It is no longer white. It is actually brown, okay? So it's mud on there. I'm gonna see how well it gets clean. I also have some other clothing in here that needs to get bright and white. It looks a little dingy right here. I'm gonna see how well OxiClean can do it because it has 40% more cleaning power than chlorine bleach. Now, I'm gonna show you how to use it. Now, when you're using OxiClean, there's a couple of ways you can use it. There's a pre-soak method, which I probably should do with a shirt, but I'm gonna see how well this washing machine can do with just a regular wash. I'm gonna show you. But before I get started, I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do. I'm going to add laundry to the load first. So I'm gonna get the pods. Go ahead, take that, no diddy. And I am going to go ahead and put in the OxiClean. But I'm gonna show you this really quickly. Right here on the back, it says, to wash right here. So every load to maintain brilliant whites and remove stains. It says fill to line 2 for regular loads. For large loads or extra whitening, use more. And I'm gonna show you what they're talking about right here. So there's 2 lines in here at the bottom. The second line is right there. It's 1, 2. But for extra whitening power, it says to add more, which I'm going to get to that after I talk about the soaking. Now, it says right here, pre-soak for best results on dingy whites, which is right here. A lot of dingy whites around here. And it says for best results for dingy whites and tough stains, mix 1 scoop of OxiClean powder per gallon of the warmest water. Recommended by the garment care label. Mix until completely dissolved. Submerge tough stains, heavy soiled clothing, or dingy white in solution. Soak for 6 hours and then wash normal with detergent and OxiClean powder filled to line 2. So that's for pre-soaking. That's what I should do for these whites to get them clean, especially this one right here because it's so heavily soiled. But I'm going to see how well it does inside of the washing machine without pre-soaking first. It says for top loader, add OxiClean powder to detergent before adding laundry. For regular loads, fill to line 2. For large loads, for extra whitening, use more. All right, it says for HE, add detergent as you normally would and OxiClean powder directly to the drum. So you're supposed to put it in the drum like I put the detergent pods in there. I'm going to go ahead and add the OxiClean powder to the drum as well. Okay, so for large loads, use extra whitening use more. Do not mix OxiClean powder with detergent in the dispenser. Do not put it in the dispenser, they say, because it could cause damage or clogation. I just made up that word, Oxford Dictionary. Get at me if you want to put it in your dictionary. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and add this to it. Now, for normal, I would just use it to line 2 right there. But because I have heavily soiled, I'm going to use a little bit more, just a little bit, to this to get the extra whitening power. So put that in there. So have the detergent in there. Now it comes time to add the clothing. So I'm going to go ahead and take this dingy, look at all the dirt. We're going to see how well this comes clean after the wash. See how much whitening power it has. So I put that in there. I'm going to throw in the rest of the white clothes inside there. All right. We're going to get it white. If it ain't white, it ain't right. All right, so the clothes are in there. Now I'm going to go ahead and wash the clothes as I normally do. Go ahead and close that door and then power on. I'm going to do a normal clothes wash, but I'm going to put it to heavy, okay? Put it to heavy, and then I'm going to put it on a warm. Extra spin, extra rinse. Let's see how white these clothes can get. All right, so the laundry's done. Now let's check this out to see how white these came out. All right, so this is white. Let's see. Let's look at the shirt that had a lot of dirt on it. Let's see how white that actually came out. So they're white. I don't think they get as white as they would with bleach from the look, but they are pretty white. Let's see here. Here is the shirt. And look at that. A lot of the stains came out. There's still some dirt stains on here, so it needs to probably be soaked a little bit. And so I'll soak this with OxiClean, and hopefully that get the rest of the dirt out. But it did a great job. But that's how you use OxiClean. It's a little bit safer, a lot more safer to use on the clothing than it is with chlorine bleach. I hope this video has been helpful. Thanks a lot for watching.